Hi, I'm Levi LaValle, professional snowmobiler.
And I'm Jill Hatteen, cross-country snowmobile racer and project leader at Polaris.
Today we are excited to talk to you about our industry-leading trail performance lineup. Trail riders are hardly one size fits all, and we have built a full line of trail performance snowmobiles to meet each rider's needs. Today we will focus on the terrain and style of riding and which model is best suited for each.
So before we break down the different models, let's start with the platform that each of these ride on, Axis. The Axis platform's lightweight and rigid design provides a few key benefits that are present on every Axis model. By placing the rider in the right location on the sled, we've built a sled that delivers unmatched handling in even the most extreme terrains and conditions. And that means even more precise handling both on and off trail. When developing the Axis platform, engineers minimize weight throughout the sled without compromising strength. With ergonomic controls, integrated storage, enhanced wind protection, and industry-first LED headlights and gauge packages, comfort was woven directly into the whole Axis platform's design. So for 2020, the Axis platform features new battery charge ports and all new bogie wheels to help set a new benchmark for ultimate reliability.
The Axis platform provides the ideal foundation for our performance trail snowmobiles. Now let's walk through our 2020 lineup of trail performance sleds. Jill, tell me about the XC129. What makes the sled so unique?
So the Indy XC129 is just a pure high-performance snowmobile, and it's ready to handle a variety of terrain. The balanced 129-inch length handles every type of trail, no matter the condition, with complete control. It's coupled with the Pro CC rear suspension, and the snowmobile maintains its composure through both the stutter and the big bumps. It truly does handle the largest range of trails and conditions.
Well, I'll be honest, I had the chance to ride it last year, and it is a phenomenal sled, especially through the stutter bumps and railing those turns. Why do you think it goes so well through those bumps?
Has a lot to do with the Pro CC suspension, and they coupled it, and the engineers put a lot of time into optimizing the geometry in the back so that it is able to handle both of those situations.
Well, it certainly does. Next we have the XCR129. Jill, you know a lot about the demands of snowmobile racing, so tell us about the XCR129 and why this is a race-ready machine.
Well, this all-new Indy XCR129, it just takes it up another notch. It was developed from what we learned through racing the Indy XC in cross-country, the Iron Dog, and more. It's built with race-spec componentry like the Walker Evans 2-inch velocity shocks in the front and rear suspension with high-low adjustability that gives you optimal performance. The sled is designed for the extreme performance rider that likes to ride the tough terrain and go at high speeds.
So tell me a little bit about why this sled is ready to ride those tough terrains. You know, I know you talked about the rear suspension. Can you tell me why that is set up for the tough terrain?
Yep, so it's, like I said, we talked about it's taken up a notch, and so the rails are redesigned. They've got a few less lightning holes. The profile's a little bit different, so there's a little bit more meat underneath that rear axle, and that's just for that hard-charging rider that wants to hit the big stuff. It's got a little bit more strength, so when you're really putting it through the ringer, it's going to hold up. And then we also have some adjustability holes in the back, so that, you know, the fine-tuning of the shocks, plus we have some adjustability built into the rails. You can move those arms when you know kind of where it needs to be to give you the performance that you need.
You had me at put it through the ringer. You're talking my language now. Then moving on to the next sled. The all-new Indy XC137 is a high-performance, versatile snowmobile ready to handle a variety of terrain. The 137 length provides a smooth ride, increased flotation, and ample tunnel space for plenty of storage and the ability to add the optional FT2 seat. The coupled Pro CC rear suspension helps to smooth out any rough trail.
Yeah, this sled is versatile and smooth riding, and there's room for storage and the FT2 seat, like you said. So one thing to add is that this isn't just the 129 stretched or added a little bit of length to. The engineers truly optimized the geometry to make it the best fit for this length of sled.
So that suspension's it's built for this length machine, not just stretched out a little bit.
They optimized the geometry perfectly, so it's a really balanced, smooth riding sled.
Moving on to the next sled, the Indy Adventure 137. This is a great sled for so many reasons. Jill, what does an Adventure have that allows you to ride all day?
So the Indy 137 Adventure is just factory built for exploring. It's ready to go. It comes standard with a heavy duty front bumper, rear storage bag, under seat storage, lots of room for all your goodies you need, tools, snacks, overnight bag, whatever you might need. And it also has side mirrors. This thing is ready just to do more. It's meant for riders who seek that high performance trail experience, but also want the ultimate versatility.
Oh man, it sounds like weekend trip written all over that. Place to place, what an awesome idea. You know, the Rush Pro S has the Pro XC rear suspension, which has been proven to be an outstanding suspension. You know, one of the things with the Pro S is it's a 120, a little bit shorter, but tell us why that is an advantage in the trails.
So the shorter track makes it very nimble and really easy to handle. It's great in the corners. The handling is light. It feels easy to drive and steer. And it's for riders who want the ultimate in that cornering and handling when you're in some tight and twisty trails. This sled virtually eliminates any stutter bumps as well. It boosts reliable performance, instant acceleration, and great response. It's just a really fun, quick, get up and go sled.
Oh man, tell me about that. So that shorter track, what can a guy expect out on the trail?
Cornering and handling is just unbelievable. People who get on it can't believe how easy it is to drive through that tight stuff, and you can carry momentum and speed without feeling any kind of sketchiness.
All right, moving on to the next one, we have the Switchback Pro S. You know, the Switchback Pro S was built to give you the best of both worlds. It features the 137 Pro XC rear suspension. The rear suspension geometry maintains balance through a variety of trail conditions for all-day comfort with great cornering ability. It is for the riders that want the ultimate in cornering and handling with additional flotation. The Pro XC suspension with 137 length provides smooth riding and quick acceleration with great cornering. So tell me why you would want that extra length going from the 120 to the 137.
So it handles all the cornering and the stutter just like the Rush does. It just offers a little bit more flotation with that longer length when you're hitting some of the bigger stuff. So if you're going to be more ditch banging or the bigger stuff rather than tight twisty trails, you might want that little bit of extra length for the float.
So the next sled on our list is the Switchback XCR. You know, I like the XCR because this thing is built by the racers, inspired by the race team, features specifications and components honed by the team for both durability and performance. The Walker Evans high-speed and low-speed compression adjustable shocks provided the dampening, while chrome moly and reinforced components allow for continuous abuse over the roughest terrain. This sled is designed for extreme performance riders that need to dominate tough terrain at high speeds. And I love everything about that. I love dominating, I love hardcore acceleration and charging down the trail. So this sled you're probably very familiar with.
Absolutely. We used to race this one until the Indy 129 came along, so we're very familiar with this sled, and we worked hard along with the racers and the engineering team at Polaris to come up with all these strong components, make it fast and hard charging and able to take on any kind of terrain you put it through.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So the next sled is the Switchback Assault. You know, this is one of my favorites. This sled gives you the on-trail agility and off-trail confidence you need to attack the backcountry. Dominate the terrain with this sled on or off trail. You know, tell us about this sled. What kind of features does it have? So
the Switchback Assault comes with premium shocks with the compression adjusters and the remote reservoirs, and it offers the best in tunability and fade-proof performance. You also have the unique needle design, which uses the hydraulic force at the end of the stroke, so it eliminates that harsh bottoming out that you feel. It's for the backcountry rider that needs versatility both on trail and off. All right, so let's recap each of the models we talked about today. So we've got that Indy XC 129, which is a pure high-performance snowmobile ready to handle a variety of terrains. Then we get to the XCR 129. This guy is designed for extreme performance riders that ride tough terrain and high speeds.
The Indy XC 137 offers all the features of the XC 129, but with the extra length to increase flotation and provide ample tunnel space for storage. And the Indy Adventure 137 is built for the long haul. It comes standard with extra storage, bumpers, and mirrors.
Then we've got the Rush Pro S. This one is for the rider who wants that ultimate cornering and handling in the tight, twisty trails. And then of course the Switchback Pro S, which is the same benefits and features of the Rush, but it's got that little additional length for some extra flotation.
And if you're that racer that wants to go for it, you get the Switchback XCR, which is race-inspired to prove ultimate durability and performance for the extreme rider. And the last one, the Switchback Assault. The Switchback Assault is perfect for the backcountry rider that needs versatility both on and off trail. When looking for a new trail performance snowmobile, Polaris has the right one for you.
It depends where you ride and how you ride, so go talk to your dealer to determine which one is right for you. You can always visit Polaris.com for more info too.
Enjoy the trails.